No more mute.
I don't care what you say, Mark. I think body autonomy is the most important thing for everybody.
Yeah, Magnus.
What just happened?
Everything.
Welcome to D&D.
Welcome to D&D.
Mute.
This half of the table.
This is our weekly installment, although we've been 3 weeks removed, of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, as the kids say.
It's been like 1 week.
We left off a few weeks ago. The squad had just entered a cavern with their arch nemesis, or so they think, Ravison. Our Goliath, right?
Yeah,
Shouted Ravison's name.
I did.
Did Ravison respond?
Well, something happened. Like the lid flew off of a sarcophagus.
Something was
What
coming.
happened before?
Remember?
I don't remember what happened before.
Hot
that.
naked elf guy yelled Ravison.
Oh, that's right.
And that was when she turned around.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The hot naked elf guy yelled Ravison.
The assless chaps.
Interesting you remember those details. Very specific.
The assless chaps description was very vivid.
Oh,
Once again.
elf guy. I did not write down the hot.
Well,
naked
you need to
part.
correct that.
Well, he's hot loinclothed elf guy.
Oh.
I thought he was
okay.
naked.
It was
His
everything but the
schwanz
loincloth.
is hidden.
I thought his
He's
shoulder
not
was
just.
out.
Wow,
there's
okay, we're
not just
I
reconning
a,
thought
now.
he was armed.
Retcon.
There's
Way
not
too
just
far.
a
See what you
beehole.
Oh, he's armed.
This is on you. You started to
Armed and
elf guy.
dangerous.
This is where it did. Just
I just repeating words I've
No.
already heard. I am an impressionable youth.
no, adult.
Okay, anyway.
I need an adult.
So, do you remember? Because I sure don't. Did we roll initiatives last?
No.
We did not.
Nope.
We ended it with the dude pretty much screaming con.
That's right. We ended it with a screaming contest. So, we're going to pick back
Sorry.
up this week.
I'm just being manic.
We're going to bypass introductions because you all know us by this point.
Magnus.
And if you don't,
Roll initiative.
Fuck.
I'm going to use a luck point. Shut it.
I gotta remember which.
Okay,
what my
that's
cat
better.
got. What? Ooh, that was nice.
That's a hell of an initiative. It's really nice.
Okay.
What'd you get?
15.
That's better than me.
17.
I got an 11.
21.
Ooh, Ravison's going on 3.
Pussycat is ready to rumble.
As soon as I find, should have marked this before we started, but I am not a preparer. I am more of a not preparer.
A lot of options there.
No shit. Procrastinator.
That's what the kids back in the day used to.
Ravison, where are you, Ravison? Anybody on stream want to tell me where Ravison is in the book?
Wow.
But I'm
It'd be
looking.
really funny if they could.
Yeah, somebody reaches out.
Index.
No, it's page 64.
Right.
All right.
I have my copy right here.
Is there an index?
Here's all the things you're doing wrong.
Right. Nitpicking this. Now you're supposed to rumble that
There's
there.
no
my gosh.
index. How the hell is there no index in a D&D book?
Because there
Oh,
is.
Got it. Well, I got the index.
You're cut off. Done. I know, right? Cheers.
I already did a drink. I was ahead of the game.
I know, you're already like in the zone.
I was, yeah.
I know, zone. I'm a chatty cat. Meow, 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 meow.
All right.
I am a bird.
All right.
Hidden B button.
I'm like a bird.
Meow, 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 meow,
I only
meow.
fly away. I don't know where my soul is.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. The candy's so good. That's been on you for laughing.
In the Goose game, there's just a dedicated honk
I
button.
fucking love that game too. So good.
Dedicated honk
Shoot.
butt.
Yeah, in
Honk button.
in the Untitled Goose game.
I don't know what a honk butt would be, but sounds
It's a
great.
butt that goes
Wait,
on.
Doesn't
there's
sound
a-
like you
there's
could
a
get
button
away
It
with
that-
sounds like
today.
something you can
It's
do
like
to
it's like a
butt.
bike horn,
Oh, okay.
but it's shaped like a butt, and you go squeeze.
Yeah, so I think it's more like
Yeah.
Like sexual
something you
assault.
can do to a butt.
But
You can
in
honk
Stray,
it.
dedicated meow button.
Nice.
Meow meow.
I've-
And actually, if you meow 100 times, you get an achievement for it too.
For 100 meows.
Yeah, you're a catty cat.
Oh my god.
I'm not even joking.
All right, I'm gonna put this coconut thing in my body.
Are you
I mean, do you need privacy?
I'm not a
I was
big.
gonna say.
I'm not a big coconutter.
So,
This is getting
what
weird.
I
exactly
think he
do you
does
need?
need privacy.
mean-
I think we should leave.
Do you need a splash guard here, Sam, or?
I
I just done a coconutter.
This is a very.
Putting it in his body.
So we have switched roles. She is now a parrot.
I don't know what's
I am a
going on.
cat.
I've had too much sugar. That's what's going on. That hasn't kicked in yet. I'll mellow out.
You only just had that amount of sugar.
No,
I
she
ate
has
right
not.
here.
No.
I'm an ADHD child, man. You give me sugar, I'm like ding 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 ding.
I had cinnamon toast crunch this morning like an adult would.
No.
Yeah.
I eat Reese's Puffs every morning.
Like a grown up.
Like a grown up.
Chocolate
'Cause I
milk
got-
or
A
regular
real
milk?
grown up, I had an energy drink. Ugh. God, that was awful.
Yep, sounds awful.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Because I don't actually do
So-
that. I usually have like a nice little weak iced coffee.
Who
Nice
is our...
coffee talk?
So, you guys came in, did your little shouting match with Ravison.
Uh-huh.
Meow.
Ravison is along the back wall where there is a doorway. So there's a look. It's a doorway that's been forced open somehow behind Ravison.
Oh, okay.
Is Ravnison blocking the doorway?
Ravison standing in front of the doorway.
Okay.
You know, after the little shouting match that we had.
Oh, and the animal murder.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot of
I will. Who rolled the highest initiative out of you, gang?
I got an 11.
21.
Yeah.
I think
Miss
Kitty
Kitty over
Sky
there.
Song got a 21.
All right, Sky Song, you may do your thing.
So, can I see
Ravison has
anything
not
yet?
attacked anybody. There's just a shouting match between the
'Cause, yeah,
elf
it's in a cavern. There's a bunch of dead animal corpses, wasn't there?
everywhere. Yep,
Yep.
littered.
And they're just right there. How far
Yes.
away?
So Ravison's about 60 feet away from you.
Okay.
The corpses are sprinkled out from your feet all the way to Ravison.
Is that the grandpa's big
I
stone?
don't even have to
That's
care
not
about
big
that.
deal.
Grabbing my longbow, getting ready to bring the pain. Bring the cat pain.
Hammer down.
Bitch.
Yep. Smells like
Before
Aqua
I
Velva.
do,
And cool
give
cigarettes.
me 1 second. I should have been looking at something.
For you.
These are good.
Is it a bonus action?
I like them.
I don't like how they smell.
First, as a bonus action,
Hi.
I am going to do Slayer's Prey on Ravison, so that way, because I can see her within 60 feet, she's just there. And first time I hit, I'll get a extra 1d6 of damage.
All right.
All right, so now, yeah, grabbing my bow, going straight for the shot. I want to go for a headshot. Let's see if this works. I don't know. But let's see, that would have been a whopping 9. So.
That's a whiff. Arrow clangs to the ground behind Ravison.
Damn. All right, and I'm gonna reload and give it another shot. Literally.
Boost again.
There we go. 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So, here's my dice, because I'm not a real adult. Where the fuck are my dice?
They're right there. I can
And-
see them.
I know, but I was like, where's my D8 as I'm staring at them?
What?
I have a fire.
All right.
Oh, lead with that.
Yes. No one's in there yet. It'll be fine.
Kind of glad I'm last now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so for that one, it would be 22 damage.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Ravison did not enjoy that.
Yeah.
That
Not-
get her in her moneymaker?
Yeah, right in the taint.
Oh, that's a different moneymaker.
That's a different moneymaker, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real moneymaker.
What is
Can I preemptively
said
borrow a D6?
elf doing?
Hot elf is.
I don't know if we need to actually necessarily refer to him as hot elf, but I guess okay.
I mean, he's not wearing a shirt in the frigid Arctic.
Hot elf. What is he doing?
Hot elf is actually casting a spell.
Oh, okay. So he's ready to bring it.
So let's
Yeah.
see.
I took a swing.
Would you roll?
So who has magical skills amongst you? So you see hot elf guy fire an old moonbeam.
Thanks for that.
He's moving
Yeah,
He moonbeamed her.
he moonbeamed the shit out of her.
Okay.
And now the cavern is very brightly illuminated with dim light.
with all the corpses.
Okay.
You like that? Brightly illuminated with dim light.
It means my eyes are gonna have to readjust.
All right, so
You're
who
next. You're 17,
is
right?
next? Ravison isn't looking real hot right now.
I got her in that tape.
Well,
It's not probably not me because I got an 11.
Yeah, it's him.
it's me. I'll just take a shot with the crossbow.
You.
AC 18.
That hits.
Okay. Or
All right. Yeah.
Is anybody
I'm-
moving? Or are you all standing in a line as far away from
standing
Ravison?
right in
Yes.
front of her.
Not right in
Well,
front
we
of
were
you.
like
I
a
just
ways
took-
Right in
away.
Yeah,
front,
you guys
right
are
in the
60
cone.
feet.
I was gonna
Right.
say I took a shot because I'm like I don't gotta move.
Yeah, I'm still standing like on the edge of the cavern because there was a moment where I feel like did the mind games.
Yeah, you're all in a line, correct?
I'm probably behind Magnus, but I'll step out from behind Magnus, and I am going to take out my little nerd book and cast a fireball at her.
Yeah.
So that's a 14 DC Dex save.
Go ahead.
Passes
Okay, that doesn't.
by exactsies. Ty goes to the bad guy.
8d6.
28. So that's 14 damage.
Yikes. Ravison
Roll.
no likey.
And the corpse is on fire.
Yeah, everything is on fire.
Am I on fire?
Did you center
No.
that on Ravison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I ducked back behind you. Because I'm a coward.
So Ravison's turn. You see, it kind of appears like Ravison just like blinks out of existence, like just disappears into the shadow.
Yeah, we know this nonsense, yeah.
It's not good.
Does a 22 hit you?
Can I say no? Yes, it does.
So you don't know this, but Ravison appears behind you
Oh,
and then does this cool little double dagger move into your neck.
that's very badass, but ouchie.
So 5. $17 points of damage.
Okay.
Then Ravison like giggles like a little bit and runs off about 5 feet backwards.
Damn, okay.
So behind us now?
She's in the hallway, like the hallway you guys came in, now behind you.
To the point of disengaging, or.
Nope, just stepping back.
Okay, that's fine. Ow.
Do you have
So is it my turn?
bolt?
Does the 19 hit you?
Yep.
Take 1 poison damage.
Okay.
You gonna make it,
Cool,
Mark?
that's fine. I'm not bothered by that.
So you guys
Mr. Tank
see
Man.
over
Like
where
59 out
Ravison
of
was
60.
standing, this like little shrub just shoot like a hail of darts at your
A
Goliath.
shrub did?
Yep, little shrug.
Where was
Evil
this
shrub.
Over by where Ravison was standing.
Oh.
Oh, I do
it's
nature
my
was
turn
evil.
now?
It is now your turn.
I'm not going to attack the shrub. I'm going to pull out my
I'll
axe.
set it on
And
fire.
I'm going to like scooch Abacus out of the way. And then I'm going to go and chop Ravison.
Bleeding from my neck.
That is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 14 damage.
Not down, but not looking real hot.
Well, I'm going to attack for the second time this turn. Another 16 to hit.
Yep.
Another 10 damage.
So, as Ravison is being cut in half, she yells, "If not by my hand,
Oh.
Ariel will destroy 10 towns." And then what does it look like when...
I just like chop her arm off. And then like I cleave off like a little bit of the side too. And like it's enough for there to be
Like, would we call it riblets attached to the arm?
Yeah. Right down to the riblets.
Wow.
Pheasant.
Wow.
Get it out of here. What does the little bush do?
Looks like it's still ready to fight.
Are we still in initiative?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm mad at the bush, but I'm just gonna stare at it and yell. Stop.
Bush.
Don't. Get out your weed whacker.
Well, I'll whack some weeds.
All right, key cat. Angry bush shooting darts at Mark.
You thought I was gonna die.
How far away is it from me?
I was prepared.
50-ish feet.
All right, so it's still within. Potato.
How about
Yeah,
Boba
that's
or
the second.
Django for a middle name?
I've tried.
You don't want one of these?
Are they wheat?
I wanted to name our offspring Robert Andrew Fett
That's perfect.
Well,
Boba.
because Bob A.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
I think for a middle name, I think that'd be very cool. And
As a bonus action, I'm going to reassign Slayer's Prey to the bush. So that one I'm going to try to shoot the bush. I don't know how well that's going to work.
what was that you said? What?
Shoot the bush.
I'm going to shoot the bush.
Shoot the bush.
What are we, the outback?
It could hit us.
Hello, governor.
The cat
Wow.
is going to attack the bush
Seems
With a
like
bow and
cat
arrow.
with a bow and arrow.
Yep.
Boner arrow.
A real pointy fight. All right. All right, let's try this. That sucks. But that would be 13 to hit.
Does it not hit
Try it
the
again.
bush?
You missed a bush?
I'm confused by bush.
The bush is harder to hit than the last thing.
And same thing, so I'm missing.
So like
So
go
it's-
through the branches.
it's
I guess
like,
that makes
"Whoa,
sense.
you can't hit me. It's like I'm getting all pissed off because I'm like, fucking bush.
I find it harder to find bush, but once I find the bush, I don't have any problem hitting it.
Gotta get in there real deep.
Oh my god.
He ripped this bastard.
Can I set fire to something yet?
Yes, you set fire to everything. Everything is currently on fire right
True.
now.
But I can set fire to the bush.
Yeah, I mean, I could take care of the bush.
I tried to say the thing about that we're very. There's a lot of innuendos in this game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So hot
Bush,
elf
that's what
guy
we're talking about.
does another one of these cool little moonbeams on the thing.
The bush is gonna die by light.
Get it.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit it for a decent amount.
It's still alive.
Still there.
Dead. Oh, the fuck.
Goddamn bush.
So the shrug has got blueberries all over it. And it kind of has the same weird hue that the moose had. Like that glowy,
I
like
kind of want to take some of the berries.
You want to cast spell magic on it?
Oh, I could do that.
so who is
Yeah, I can do that.
next on our to-do list?
I mean, I could kill it.
To-go list.
I mean, yeah,
that's
you can.
nice.
How about you can try to kill
think
it, and
Jake
then I'm
is
right after you,
next.
so I'll
Sure.
dispel it. It doesn't work.
I'll cast Guiding Bolt on the bush.
Is there hazelnut in there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a little nut.
I know,
16?
it scared me.
Miss.
Well, okay, so I can either set it on fire or cast dispel magic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily magic. I mean, that is dead.
It's not real loud.
No, it's on video.
I mean, I
forever.
could do detect magic, but that would mean
We'll
waiting
assume
another
it
round.
is.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Can I go up to the bush and try to take one of the berries?
Wow. Roll your unarmed combat for me.
Is it gonna try and dodge?
Like a twig.
Okay. 12.
Yeah, the bush is like,
Don't touch.
don't.
Now I'm upset, so I'm gonna cast create bonfire.
So did it just move?
Yeah.
Just
We're
moved
gonna
away?
we're gonna have a burning bush.
I'm gonna cast create bonfire. It's a 14 deck save.
Trying to steal a berry.
I
with
hope
the
a bush
twig.
can't
What
make
shit?
that, but with this one, I'm not sure.
I have no bird, I have no bush. God took my bird in my bush.
That's terrible.
It fails its dex save.
That
Good,
sounds
9
unfortunate.
damage, and it's on fire.
It is on fire and it is angry about it. Its
Angy.
berries are all screaming this really weird, like faint scream.
Wow.
I'd simulate it.
Wouldn't
It
they
sounds a
just
lot like a
really want the
mosquito at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're in bed.
Mark,
What?
what does the berry scream noise sound like?
Mark's our sound effects guy.
He is. Do you care to think for a minute and then let us know?
What a berry screaming
A
sounds
berry,
like?
a blueberry on a bush that is on fire sounds like.
It's screaming.
Screaming.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Take it.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Exactly. Thank you,
But they're
Mark.
tiny little voices.
So
There's
glad this is
many of
recorded.
them.
All right.
So many.
All right, so bush is on fire. Who's next in our bracket of?
When does the bush go?
It goes after our third player. So
So we
that would
did
be
that.
now.
On the first part of its turn, it takes. You have to make this saving throw
Again.
again, or take
It
2d8 more
fails.
damage. Okay. Still
Bush
on
down.
fire, so it takes.
No, it dies.
8.
It dies.
Yes.
Burns into a beautiful pile of
Down.
ash.
Okay.
I wanted those berries. Are there any berries left?
There are no berries left.
Dang it.
Is the body of Revison still there?
It is, and most of it.
Okay.
Goliath's holding the arm still.
There's children here.
I will attempt to go and
Watermelon
loot
patty? Does it work
the
with
body.
Watermelon berries?
While, of course,
Watermelon wheat.
praying for Ravison's soul.
But it's probably more the sour stuff on it. Just made it.
Naturally.
Thank you.
So
Am I still
roll me an
poisoned?
investigation.
Am I still poisoned,
Yeah,
by the
really.
way?
Is the glass still?
I don't know if you had
Feeling
the
sicky,
actual
sicky?
effect on them. It might have been just poison damage.
15.
But is it resilient? Is it stand?
So the only thing you find on Ravizon's body is in the breast pocket of this like robish armor thing that,
Yep.
that they have on, is 2 crystal vials with potions in them,
Perfect.
easily identifiable as potion of resistance
Nice.
and a potion of vitality.
I'm going to keep them for myself.
Also
Making the
of
dream
note,
work.
Heckin'
A note?
Potion of vitality and a potion of
Resistance.
resistance.
yep. Also to note for you, the missing chunk of
Yes.
appears to be like
It's coming back.
like healing back up at
Oh,
a very
set it
slow
on fire.
pace.
Yep.
Great
So,
bonfire again.
yeah.
Do I need to write down
It's a cantrip.
anything, or is somebody else carrying the stuff we found?
He wrote it down.
I took it.
Okay.
So, who's closest to Travis? And it's you two currently, right? No.
Yeah, well, I mean, Magnus
I guess
killed
you're all
her.
probably pretty close.
Yeah.
So
Except for the
everybody
ranger, I
please
guess.
give me a wisdom chuck of 10.
Just against my wisdom?
Yep,
with,
just-
with my
It's not a
bonus?
saving throw?
Yep.
It's
Medicine
straight-
or medicine. Wisdom, medicine, or just
Okay.
straight wisdom.
I'm an unnatural 1.
23.
16?
Well, I got a 6.
Oh, wait. 26.
I was
So,
going to say, please don't say the cat.
Cleric and
medicine.
Keycat immediately detect that this corpse has been dead for months.
That's not that much of a
But
surprise.
is it looking like it's knitting itself back together?
Yes.
Is it like the moose that we saw?
Snuffy.
Kind of, yeah.
Ah.
Do I have permission to set fire to it?
Yes.
I cast Great Bonfire again.
Yeah, it sizzles and cracks and pops.
Once the flames flicker out, does it start to move back?
Very slowly, the skin starts to heal back up. And
I'm going to cast it again. It's concentration, so I'm just going to hold on to that while we discuss.
Okay.
Got a campfire going.
Should I just keep the arm?
With the moose, there was a real moose, right?
yes.
That they used as the specter of the specter moose. So logically, the real Ravison is not here.
Yeah, that
So we
seems to
need
be the
find
case.
The real Ravison.
Do we go in the spooky hole into the cavern? Because
Yes.
it's a tomb situation.
Coincidentally enough, the hot elf guy is going in that he is just crossing the threshold into that doorway.
Dude, you need to work on your communication.
He just got his own.
I'm going after him.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
I'm going to take the
Hey,
arm.
man.
Interspecies.
So on the end of the arm, you notice it seems like there's a body growing off.
Keep it. I want to see if we can have one.
Is it a troll? No, because the fire would have taken care of it. I think we should. Are we going to follow the elf?
Meow.
It's like taking off a shaving
Gone.
off a plant. growing a new plant. Yeah, we can follow the elf. We just leave behind this other Ravison clone corpse.
Well, he doesn't seem to be caring too much about it.
What?
The elf guy, about Ravison. He's going down the tunnel.
No, let's go see what's down the tunnel then.
I think that's
Does
what we do.
the rate that it heals,
like, right
does that match the rate at which it dies by fire, so it's not going to disappear?
After him.
Okay.
Like elf dude, and I'll be after. I'm trying to act like I don't care. Like walking each direction, like nope, I'm just here.
You're pretty confident that you need to go to the source of whatever is causing this.
Yeah.
Whatever you burn it to, it will just.
Eventually come back.
Would each of the individual ashes create? I'm going to put all of the ashes in my pocket, and I want to see how long it takes. We don't have to do this if that's too much of a DM headache. Okay. I'm keeping all the ashes for science.
You should
To
eat
make
some
good
of them.
soup.
Please do not eat.
I'm keeping the ashes.
not as good as
and
pelvis.
Lick. Oh yeah.
So we're following Hot Elf guy down
Yes.
the tunnel.
Yes.
Kitty cat first,
Oh yeah.
ahead of Hot Elf guy.
Right behind. How you doing?
So you get what you would presume as halfway.
Butt honk.
no.
You know, you're about 30 feet into this,
Pat, pat, pat,
and you
good job.
hear
Pat, pat, pat.
it kind of sounds like
Cheers.
gears
Good
working in a
job.
mill,
Spank.
Okay.
like clicking and grinding, and I mean, kind of like a grandfather clock almost. Not Stranger Things grandfather clock, but like
That's what we hear down there?
yeah, some clicking and grinding, and
Okay.
Like the turning.
it's odd
of-
to you. It's odd
Like
in your brain
gears?
hole.
It's hot in the brain hole. What? Did I hear that?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, it's hot in the brain hole.
Hot in the brain hole.
Is that what you said, Kyle?
Odd in the brain hole.
Okay, I heard hot in the brain hole. I'm like, what? Who's got a brain hole?
Maybe.
Most
I
of
didn't know there
us.
was a lobotomy.
Most of us have brain holes.
I know, but I was assuming it was like a lobotomy. I'm like,
Oh.
when did that happen? There's no way I missed somebody getting a lobotomy from the bush.
From the bush.
Yeah, hot in the brain hole.
Did the bush seem to regenerate at all?
Would you like to go check the bush out?
Like as everyone's leaving, I'm just gonna really quick
Yeah,
peek
it
at the
looks like it's
bush.
regenerating.
Oh, I want to take those ashes too.
You're gonna mix them together.
Bush inspector.
Yes. For science.
So
The bush inspector.
you guys hear the
yes.
clicking and the grinding as you're going. It doesn't seem to slow down Hot Elf guy at all.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Does he look like he's stealthing?
No.
Okay, we
He's
probably
in
don't have to
business.
bother anyway if he isn't.
Yeah, he's got his staff up over his shoulder, and he's doing the cool guys walk away from explosions walk.
I made that explosion. Taking my credit. How dark is it?
So the illumination from the moonbeam
Oh, right.
is starting to fade here where you guys are at. So it's getting dark quick.
Okay.
I just cast light cantrip once it's dark.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you cast light cantrip.
Yep.
And it illuminates this old stone cavern. Like this has been here for many moons.
Okay.
The sides are carved with like storytelling glyphs, cool little nuggets, but also all of these have it looks like somebody took claws and dragged them through all of them into the stone.
Scale of claws? Like owlbear size?
Very
Human hand
large.
size?
Like there's 3 distinct separate lines, and they're 6 inches apart or so.
Can I look to see if I would know what creature that would be?
Roll me nature.
I'm trying. 5.
You're pretty sure that it's a night gaunt.
All right.
What?
I walk
don't
directly behind
You have no idea.
Magnus.
You're just
Cat
like
has no idea.
No
Out
idea.
of character. Whoa.
That's a rough one there.
Snuffleupagus.
It's big and angry, whatever it is.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of
Does the noise get louder just as we walk?
No, it doesn't really get louder. It's just consistent.
Okay.
So either we're walking in circles around it or it's everywhere.
Is he continuing to move forward?
He's continuing. He's, if you guys stop to investigate this at all, he's going to be another 20 feet or so in front of you.
Just doing my tiny jog.
Anybody
Catch up.
asked him yet where he's going?
No.
Nope.
Have you caught up with the rest of us?
Hey, man.
Our tiny little inspector? Okay.
Where are you headed?
Ravison sarcophagus.
Perfect.
Is it like at the bottom of this?
It's at the back. Only another 60 feet to go.
Oh, good.
Real quick, why was she imprisoned?
Crimes against the high order.
Were they all high at the same time?
Necromancy.
Oh.
Different kind of high.
Okay. Why were you also imprisoned?
I was not imprisoned. I voluntarily went to rest to protect
The Guardian.
the sarcophagus from adventurers.
But are you
Oh.
are you alive or are you dead?
Pat, feels alive.
That's assault.
Wink.
So you see he kind of like thinks about it for a second and then kind of looks down at himself and then kind of starts to melt away into dust.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You broke him.
Are you,
What did you do?
Magnus, put it back. What did you do?
Like it's kind of like he just falls apart into a pile of sand right before your eyes.
You made him
I'm just gonna like
himself.
pick up the sand and be like, "It's okay, you're real. I
so
believe
sad.
in you."
No, I just patted the behind.
What happens if I put the ashes in the sand?
Bad thing.
I'm gonna try to bring.
I'm
him
gonna
back to
look
life.
right at Sky Song and be like, "What'd you do?"
Can I try to? I'm gonna cast
I look at my hand. it's
Revivify.
Like,
Here's the
I
sand.
just went pat,
So
pat.
when you fixate, are you playing with the ashes?
I haven't put the ashes in. No, I left the sand alone.
So when you focus on the pile, you see what appears to be inside the pile of ash or sand or whatever this is. A little glint of gold catches your eye.
Does my Revivify work?
It does not.
I'm gonna
So
touch
so he did not die within a minute.
Okay,
That's
good
all
to
that
know.
tells me.
So you didn't kill him.
I just went pat.
Okay, well, I'll reach in and grab the gold.
So
Can I
you
touch
pull
it?
out this very ornate, robust gold key.
Okay.
It's got like a obsidian inlaid throughout the key, kind of wrapping around.
That's cool
I mean,
as
it
fuck.
looks like obsidian to you. It's
Okay.
predominantly gold with this black, like it looks
Glass.
like obsidian inlaid throughout it in like a viney pattern.
Okay.
Black glassy stuff.
Okay.
Means that thing's brutal.
I can either do just a quick
Is it
Arcana
really
check, or I
soft?
can cast Identify, but Identify
What?
takes
Is
11
the
minutes.
key really soft?
We're in a hurry.
The key feels like gold, like solid gold.
I know, but gold is really
Sarcophagus.
soft.
Yeah.
So I mean, is it kind of pliable? I mean, is it?
I mean,
End of the
it
cavern.
it feels
I'm
softer
going
than
to
like an iron key
speculate
to you, but I mean, you wouldn't be able
But
to
it's-
bend it.
Okay, because that's what I was like.
Did-
When he picks it up, I mean, is it shifting with how soft? Like
It's
it's soft. It's
yeah, it would be able to unlock something.
Did
Like-
he only have on a loincloth?
Yep.
Where was he? Where was his key?
You just don't worry about
I
that.
think it was like inside.
I didn't get to
Inside.
investigate.
Look, even elves have prison pockets.
I didn't get to investigate
So-
that far.
Oh my gosh. So basically, his only like
I'm not.
defend it from the adventurers is wait for the adventurers to give him an existential crisis, which that's not very effective. I'm going to just do a quick Arcana check to figure out if I know kind of what happened.
This bugger.
Yeah, roll
And-
your Arcana for me.
And I'll do detect magic at the same time because it's Eldritch Invocation and I can do that. Arcana 17.
You have racked your brain on this, and you have no idea.
It is pretty fucking weird, guys.
It's some kind of weird old magic that you're not aware of.
Cool, cool.
However, your detect magic.
Favorite note.
What's the range on detect magic?
I think it's like 30 feet.
Is it 30 or 60?
You can keep it pinging. You can concentrate.
Yeah,
while-
it's
I could
30
just
feet, but I would keep it up as we're walking.
So, if you are progressing down, as soon as you get to
I
30
put the sand
feet
in
from the
another
end of
pocket.
this corridor, there is a gigantic stone door that's illuminated. It is also inlaid with this same obsidian-looking.
Is there a keyhole?
Magic.
right in the center.
Well, Magnus,
You're giving me a keyhole?
I'm giving you the key.
Well, where was the keyhole?
Right in the center of the door.
It is
So
magic.
The door is like, it's split
That's my
kind of down the middle, and
contribution.
it comes down, and then it's got this little loopy with like a protrusion, a gold protrusion that's got a keyhole in it.
Does it? What kind of magic is it? Like, is it like just
It's sealed
Magic,
with
magic?
magic.
Yeah,
it's,
okay.
It's
making sure it wasn't like trap magic?
I'm gonna
There's actual names, but
I'm
you know.
gonna move the dead arm that's dangling off of my, and I'm gonna grab a little rag and I'm gonna wipe off the key before I take it.
I put
So
the
the
sand
dead
in another one
arm
of my
that you have
pockets.
is actually like a whole rib cage now, and like a little bit of a hip bone.
Do you want me to burn it a little bit
Now
so
set
it's
it
more
down
convenient?
So that it can be.
Does it move like
Creep
that?
on fire.
So we can like.
It doesn't move.
So nothing. It's just a chunk of an.
So we can like trim it a little bit,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna make sure to wipe off the key.
Oh, also, the ashes, have they started growing?
So you have where the ashes were. It's kind of like this bloody puddle of mucus and like
You gotta plant
grainy yuck.
Good to know. I closed the pocket.
Ugh.
glue. Do I see it? Like, where are you?
I'm not
Are
being
you
secretive
really
about it.
subtle about
No, I'm like in the goo.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Then you just see me go, "What?"
So then once
and I walk away.
I've sanitized the key, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in the hole.
So sorry, what did you do with the key? You
Well, I just took a.
he rubbed it.
I took like a little cloth and I
And then
just
he
wiped
s-
it
then he-
off,
then he
'cause,
rammed it in the hole.
So-
we don't know where he was.
so
keeping
as
that
you
key.
were wiping the key,
Like a Janie.
in the areas that you're rubbing more, it kind of illuminates like a faint white light.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
fucking
cool.
genie.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Wait,
So
was
when it starts doing that, I'm gonna rub it real.
So it starts to moan a little bit. So as you do that and the key illuminates, the lock,
was
the
in his
mechanism, the gold mechanism also illuminates, and you kind of feel like the key might be like pulling itself
Oh
towards
my
it.
god, what's it gonna do if you rub it and it's already moaning? What's it gonna do when you?
Well, we're gonna find out.
I'm not here for door
Okay,
orgasms,
so listen.
guys.
So what I'm gonna do, because I want to be, like, I'm a little concerned about the fact that it's trying to pull there. So when I put the key in, I'm gonna just put the
So,
tip in first.
When you line the key up before
That's
you
smart, just the
even
tip.
That's right.
It
raise
doesn't count.
the hole, when you get the key lined up with said hole, it sucks right into it.
Oh, okay. Well,
They wanted it.
Badly.
fine.
So key sucks
Like
into
right
it,
out of my hand.
right out of your. I mean, like,
Okay.
if you're trying to hold on to it, it's gonna rip your fingers off with it.
No, I don't want to do that.
You don't need them digits.
So key goes in, and it starts to click with the clicking that you hear, and
Okay.
it does that all the way around, and the door like lets off. It kind of does this like cool guy, like Stargate type thing, where the air in the other side's like
Cold.
compressed and cold, and it opens up.
Indeed.
Who wants to roll new character? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Everyone.
broke
So
TPK.
it opens up, and you get, it cracks open about 6 inches or so, and you can hear this grinding, like it's loud and.
Is it like stone and boulders kind of grinding?
Is it
Yeah.
wide
Is it like
enough
metal
for us to
gears?
So
slip
you
through?
hear like it sounds kind of like you've got the grinding and the clicking, and it sounds like there's a storm going on inside. Like it's windy, and
Okay.
the door opens up a little bit further. If you're not doing anything special, it's going to continue to open.
I want to move away from the door.
I'm gonna back
Is
up
there
a
a way to
little.
move? Is there a way to, if the door is opening this way, correct?
So the door is actually sliding
Okay.
into the stone.
Is there a
Pretty
way to go flat up against the
So-
wall? So when the
Yes.
door, okay,
So the door is not the width of the hallway
Right.
here, so you've got about a 4-inch or a 4-foot gap on either side that is not door.
I just,
Are you tucking up against the
yeah,
wall?
that's what I recommend. So whatever
Yeah,
comes
sure.
out, at least,
Follow suit.
Anybody else doing anything other than that?
I eat the bird. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, if I'm behind you, I'm pretty sure I could survive anything. So
Oh, okay.
you go wherever.
So what are you doing?
I mean, I'm just Like backing up.
Is there a rock?
So that I can see pretty clear. I mean, is it dark in there?
It's pitch black.
Oh.
And it's weird to the cat that she can't even see in there.
Magic.
Oh, it's
Is
that.
there-
That's
that's-
magical darkness then.
Okay. Is there a rock or anything
Magical
next to me?
darkness glow with the
There's not.
I don't know.
So would it just be like
Do I have anything?
I think you would
Shining
know, I think
light.
you would know it was magic,
Yes.
but it wouldn't maybe.
So, weirdly enough, your detect magic is stopping at
it's
the...
the
Oh, did
dead
you
stone
hear that?
thingamajiggy?
So it's like an anti-magic or
Oh, that's the only thing I do.
dispel magic.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a torch, not lit. Well, actually, no, I will light it. I'll take one of my torches and light it, and I'm gonna throw it in the dark to see what happens.
Yeet.
So the moment it crosses the threshold of the door, the light disappears. The torch lands on the ground. You can hear it clatter on the ground,
But it's just gone.
Yeah.
but it's,
Yeah,
the
that's
light
what I
is
was
gone.
thinking. And we need your spell slots more.
And how long are you waiting to do anything else?
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic at 3rd level.
All right. 1 second.
Okay.
So it's the
all I have.
DC equals
So
10 plus
10
30.
seconds goes by, and your torch comes back out of the blackness with a black flame on it.
That's really cool, though.
Looking at it. I'm gonna go pick it up and look at it.
So when you pick
Can
it
I
up to look
actually
at it,
see
it's like it's hard to look at because it's kind of like it's hard to see what it is. It's almost like it's pulling all the light around it into it.
That's
Okay.
cool as fuck.
So my dark vision's kind of going nutty from it.
Is it hot? Like, is the flame hot?
That was my next question.
It is
Nothingness.
cool to
It's
the touch. If
just-
you're touching it, it is like
Damn.
Really?
yeah. It doesn't feel good though. Like it
Okay.
It's like
feels
icky,
like it hurts, but you're not entirely sure.
like pins and needles. I don't know.
Do we still have the lantern along?
I would assume.
What does Shauna think of it now that I'm holding it? My schwinga.
Equally confused by it.
I forgot we had those swingers.
Forgot about the Schwingas.
Are you still poisoned?
So
I don't
you
know.
want to cast
You never
Dispel
did answer.
Magic.
Yeah, I do.
So you cast it successfully, but you hear from inside the room a woman laugh.
Fuck you. Okay. That's mean.
Love it.
Abacus is out here chirping.
Once the
Right.
doors get, they're a slow moving door, but once they get all the way to the, is there anything you guys want to do? Like, I'll give you 2 seconds. If there's anything you want to do before the doors get to the fully,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Is-
pull out my axe.
Is Magnus still poisoned?
Yeah, he tried asking earlier.
Magnus did not get poisoned. He
Okay.
just took poison damage.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
enough to
Oh,
sustain the.
okay. So it doesn't have the poison status.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to ready my bow.
All right.
Would it be helpful
So
to
you
cast
you pull your
invisibility on
bow and
someone?
you get it all knocked up, and you
Until
guys see
somebody can
this
roll
like
it and somebody can
swirling
make an attack,
pillar
generally
of
speaking.
smoke come rushing out of the room, and it's like swirling and grinding up against the wall, and you see that this is what's causing these marks down the wall, and it is. I mean, it's down the hallway. It's 30 feet long, rushing past you guys.
Seemingly ignoring us?
Completely ignoring you, but you do hear, I told you I would destroy 10 towns. As it rushes out of the cavern door and presumably into the cavern and out.
We should. It's gonna go do that now. We should
But
stop it.
now
would be our
this
fault,
room
Yeah.
with the sarcophagus is illuminated. You can see inside it now.
So do we kill her?
Well, this is where you could cast your invisibility if you wanted to, and then try to send Magnus in. And if she's in there, you would give him a round
Yeah.
to destroy him.
Well, you still have to stealth. You just have advantage if you're invisible.
Well, she might be able to see invisible too. That's
That would be unfortunate.
well, it would be, or hilarious.
You gave me advantage on stealth, and I would be at even.
Yeah, I
So
think
are
I'm
you
gonna
guys,
give it to her. Okay.
Maybe the cat.
Can I? Well, is it like a roll initiative situation or?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast invisibility on the ranger in preparation for something. You're invisible now. I do not give you warning, but you are now invisible.
As it happens, you hear a weird.
I'm just gonna be like, shh.
My fur stands up a little bit because it felt weird,
But no one can see it.
but staying in battle mode.
So it's illuminated now?
So yeah, that room has got it looks like a beam of light coming down from the center, if you're looking in there, illuminating the sarcophagus and then casting a dim light across everything.
Do we see a person?
You don't see anything from here except for that very large sarcophagus.
Smash?
Nothing else is in the room that we see?
Do you want to go in the room? Because I'm assuming you're still in the hallway.
I'll go in the room.
Cross that threshold.
I'll cross the threshold.
So this is a large circular chamber. It's intricately carved. It has domed ceilings about 40 feet high. There's a beam of light that shines down directly from the center, and it appears to be some kind of crystal between the inside and the outside that the sunlight is reflecting
So
off.
there's not a hole in the ceiling?
There's not a hole in the ceiling. It's plugged by this crystal that's letting light.
So if the crystal was removed, it would lead to
would
the
be a hole,
outside.
yep.
Okay.
Does it look like the same crystal that we saw outside?
The tomb itself is covered in scratch marks and like thousands of years of metal grinding on stone.
Can we deduce?
So let me get back to the light. The light is shining directly down onto the sarcophagus, which is giving it a faint like glow, which is illuminating the room around you.
What's on the sarcophagus itself?
So the lid on it is carved very similar to the Hot Elf guy's
Okay.
sarcophagus.
Okay.
Also sealed.
Okay. Can Magnus, do you want to try to Magnus it up?
Crap.
Roll.
Crack open and hopefully another hot elf guy.
Strength.
Hot cat guy.
Hey.
23.
You give it your all, and you kind of feel like it's the same shit as last time.
Out of curiosity, the scratch marks on the outside, do they look as recent as the ones on the inside? Like, does it look like the creature has been able to get out and back in?
Yes.
Okay, so that there's some of
No,
my
I'm
conscious-
sorry. No. The
No.
scratch marks on the outside look old.
Okay, we just
Not
unleashed something cool. That's great.
Sends it out to clean and scour the.
Yeah. So we let go what could be Ravison or Ravison's pet?
Some sort of protection board. What are the doors doing now? Are the doors still
They're
open?
yep.
Is the crystal the same as the crystal that we saw outside, like the same material?
No.
Okay. Are there any kind of like arcane sigils or anything similar to the...
Nothing really intact. Everything's kind of been chewed up by
So
this.
nothing obviously.
Looking at the sarcophagus and the ceiling, does it look like something that I could dispel with dispel magic?
Give me an Arcana roll.
Okie dokie. 13.
You think it might be worth a try?
Okay. Sure. I'll cast it.
Yeah. The light the light around the sarcophagus disappears, and you guys hear kind of the same sound that the doors made when they unsealed, the little like the depressurization.
Okay, but the doors haven't moved.
The doors haven't moved. No,
And
it
now the
came
light-
from the sarcophagus.
And now the light's gone.
The sarcophagus is no longer illuminated like it was, but the light's still coming down from the.
Okay. You want to try the sarcophagus again?
Sure. Chuck it. Actually, no. You rolled a 23. Yeah, you give it a push, and the lid slides quite easily off the top.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
What's in it?
Inside the sarcophagus is a wooden panel.
Like a wooden coffin.
Kinda.
So inside the stone sarcophagus.
It's got a little brass ring on it, like
Oh, like pick it up. Oh, maybe it's not even a maybe
It's a path.
maybe it's a door to go further down.
Secret tunnel.
Magnus, stick your finger in that ring and give it a jerk.
yeah, it comes up, and there is a staircase down below.
Okay, so this is very interesting, but giant monster just ran out saying it's going to destroy 10 towns, and I feel like we should try and address that.
We are. I believe we are. By going forth and trying to destroy the creature that is. Not to mention the fact that we don't know that this creature is necessarily leaving this area. We know that this thing has been down before.
It might think there's 10 towns right
I
there.
mean, what are the chances
So-
that we can even chase it and keep up?
Or even destroy it.
0. Well, chase it 0%. This thing booked.
Yeah.
I mean, it trucked ass.
Does it
out of
look
there.
like it would fit through the door to get out?
Trucked
It
ass.
looks like it could get through anything it wanted as long as it wasn't
Yeah, that's
magically
fair.
sealed.
I
So
think
just as you guys pull open this, you see Hot Elf Guy come into the room.
I'm just gonna check my pocket for the sand.
You still got that ball of like goop. You see some teeth kind of growing in it now, and
Okay, so that was from the Ravison, or was that from the hot elf thing?
Ravison.
Okay, because I also picked up the dust of
Are you
the-
mixing them
So
together?
the hot elf
Not
guy,
yet.
the hot elf guy pile is still just sand.
Okay, I'm now gonna, for science, put it in the other pocket with the Ravison ashes, but I'll check on that later. Let that cook.
Wow.
What happened to my? Did you guys trim up my arm thing? What's that doing?
It's regrowing where they
Mine
trim.
just need like a little bit every so often.
Just gotta take a
Maintain.
I'm not real happy about it. I think I'm gonna slap it on the ground.
Why are you carrying it?
You stop that.
I don't
Let
quite
me cherish
understand
this
why
moment.
you're carrying it.
I don't
Just
know.
because you want to be able to beat some meat or what?
Maybe later. So
He wanted an extra hand for an applause.
let's go into the hole.
Wait. I just have a quick question for Hot Elf Guy. Hey,
That's what she
so
demands.
question: when you sealed Ravison, was she with anyone?
I didn't seal Ravison. She was sealed hundreds of years before me.
Wait, then
Was there a
why
smoke
did you
monster?
volunteer? Out of curiosity,
Every 100 years, we had to have a new volunteer. I was the second.
who was the first?
Ravison.
The first was, hang on, I have it here.
Someone that could possibly turn into a giant something? I don't know. Maybe.
Slow it down.
Where the hell is his name?
But also, like, when you were chosen as, like, champion of being dead or whatever, was there, like, a class that you went through? Maybe a history? I don't know.
They just wanted
Like a
a mighty
101.
whale.
No, there was no class.
They just wanted their
Vernon
friends.
was the first.
Who
Vernon.
Okay.
was the first? Is Vernon
Old
no
man
longer?
Vern.
Like, does the contract expire and you go dead?
Old man Vern was ready for it.
Were you asleep?
They got medals. They have medals.
All right. So, where were we at?
Vernon.
So
figured out
the
the
elf
first
guy. So are they is this like a clerical order? Are you part of a clerical order?
This is a religious order, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so am I familiar with what religious order it is?
What race are you?
Human.
You are not.
Okay. I do speak some wicked Elvish, though.
He's going to tell you a god's name that you're like, I don't have it offhand. But
Does this Vernon person,
But it's the wrong one.
yes.
Yes.
is there a reason that they aren't, like, the guardian anymore?
Well, when they opened the sarcophagus here to remove him and put me, his body was not here.
So it could be, I don't know, like a 30-foot something beast now.
Could be anything, but I find it hard to believe that he would have existed this long.
So it's just like it gets to a point where your body just kind of gives up.
Yes.
What? So was there like goop? Like was it
Sand.
decomposed? Oh, you guys are really great at just dissolving into sand. Speaking of which, where did you come from?
The sarcophagus, you will let me out.
Can I tap this one's booty to see?
Does he recognize? Does he realize that he is reverted to sand?
Just gonna pull out
Can
the
I-
sand
can
and
I
be like,
just
"Do you know what this is?"
So you do that, and he starts to melt away
on
into
me.
this pile of.
Does it have a key this time?
It does not.
Damn, it doesn't respond.
Proper
Okay.
prison pocket.
You killed the same guy twice. It's like double jeopardy.
So he
I take more
he gives
sand.
it this look like, kind of like he's about to say something, and
man.
like he just starts to melt and the words never form.
Okay, so he
and-
cannot be confronted by his own mortality. He's allergic to that.
Well, once he recognizes that he's not alive, he like disbelieves in himself. Is that what it is?
Is this a lesson on self-worth?
Tinkerbell.
Is that what
Do we all have to like clap or what was it? I don't remember.
So clap your hands. I
Yeah.
believe in you. Does that work,
Tinkerbell-
actually?
Well, okay, so
Yeah, she claps her hands. Sees if that helps.
Did Tinkerbell?
do we hear the madness
We don't
down the
know.
hallway? Do we hear anything down the hallway?
No,
Is there any way we can shut these doors?
How did he get past the 30-foot? Well, it probably got past before you.
not that you're aware of.
Okay.
The key is like inside the stone. Like it had this cool little slot that it just like.
Okay, so do we wait here for the next reincarnation of Sand Guy, or do we keep going?
Well, approximately how long was it from his
10 minutes.
Oh, we got 10 minutes.
Okay, we can just chill. I want to cast Identify on the sand.
It identifies as sand.
In 10 minutes, is the smoke monster going to get to 10 towns?
Probably not.
Well, not to mention the fact that I don't know if we can do anything about the smoke monster anyhow.
So 10 minutes go by. Hot elf guy comes walking in.
Hey, dude, we saw you like 5 minutes ago and have never
let's
seen you
not.
again.
Let
Let's
us
just
not.
What do
let's
you
go
mean
down
you
this
saw me
stair.
5 minutes ago?
Can I just reach out?
Going down the stairwell now.
Gonna try to not like just.
He's like, get off me.
Is he
It's like, he didn't dissolve. My
is
hands
he,
are gone.
is he trying to
They're
go
safe.
into the hole?
Yes, he's very interested in the hole.
Is Ravison down there?
Are you asking the
I'm
elf?
asking him. Yeah.
Presumably.
So it wasn't sarcophagus. It was sarcophagus like dupe.
The sarcophagus held the secret tunnel.
The sarcophagus is the prison door.
You're like,
We're going down the.
You're like up against the ceiling, like tucked in like the.
Or our area of like.
Yeah. You can see you can
There's
see your
just
normal,
more
but it's just more space. So the cavern is like this soft, like it's a soft stone. There's water kind of flowing in and out of it. Like it's.
Okay.
Well, there's stalagmites and stalactites sprinkled.
This is not important, but I pick up some of the moss. I want it.
Is he moving like he knows the way?
So he's standing, right on the landing there, which is artificial. Like it's been carved, this landing has. And you see him kind of like looking into the darkness, like,
Where is it?
yep. And he does that for, 30 seconds or so. And he pulls his staff off of his back, sticks it into the ground, and casts presumably some kind of light spell that illuminates hundreds of feet around you.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And what do we see?
You see all kinds of tufts of this little smoke monster, like tiny versions of it, circling kind of just out of the light area.
It's a mommy smoke monster.
Okay. Are they doing anything to move towards us?
No, they're kind of minding their own business. So he's got, this light emanating from his staff up, and he's going to start walking forward.
Okay. Are they making any movement? If we give them 20 feet, are they moving towards him?
They're doing their own thing. You can just see them. They
so
don't
the
seem
light.
to,
The light doesn't seem to affect them.
They're staying just out of the light, so
Okay.
you can see them kind of flittering in and out.
So
of the,
if we give him 20 feet, or however far,
you've got 300 feet of light all
okay.
around.
So
you,
they're moving away. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But coincidentally, you still cannot see the ceiling of the cavern.
Cool. That's fine.
Wow.
Oh, does it seem to like coincide with just how many stairs we went down?
Yeah, you're like, wow, this is a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Deep, deep, deep.
Salt mines in Krakow.
So, are you guys letting him walk, or are you following him?
We're following. I
I'm
am.
right there.
I'll follow it.
So, I'm going to fast forward the walking through the ship. I'm not going to make you guys roll all these dex checks because it's a little slippery.
Okay.
But you get a couple hundred feet in, and you notice, maybe 300 or 400 more feet ahead of you, what appears to be an illuminated altar.
Anything on the altar?
There's something on the altar, but you're too far away currently to see what it is. But
How big is said altar? Like holding a body big?
Yes.
Sacrificial
Is that your bird sound that you make?
Is he continuing to move towards the altar?
He is, yep. So he's got his staff, which he's going to put in his left hand, and he's going to pull a sword, like, out of nowhere.
Okay.
Oh, he keeps a lot of
Heckin'
things.
yeah, I'm gonna ready my bow because I'm taking that as symbol as go time.
Right.
So he's going to move to 100 feet of the sarcophagus. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you get to the 100 feet?
How's everybody as far as their hit points are concerned?
Oh, I'm at 28.
I'm down by 1 hit point.
Okay, so nothing for you, and you're down 17.
I didn't get hit by nothing. But I didn't have
All right, roll initiative.
Hang on.
He's doing some, yo.
Has it been an hour since I cast invisibility on
It's
her?
probably been half an hour.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
Does anybody know where I'm
She's still invisible.
I was like,
Beautiful.
is he just getting random,
You're-
random taps? Like tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, you're still invisible.
Weird cat noises.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot I was invisible. That's fun.
I'm trying to decide if it's easier to let you die.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, I'll let Jake do his
I
thing,
wanted
but-
to try to. I'm just trying to see if I should burn through spells to help you out, or just wait till you die.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just wait till I die.
No, because you're gonna
You might have.
need your spells.
I already used.
Yeah, you've used a few, but
No, I don't have any spells left. I can only do my Eldritch Invocations. my
I'm gonna
cantrips.
cast a Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
So I got to roll here. Where's my Cure Wounds? What level is that? That's the first level.
So you cast Cure Wounds,
Yep.
and it comes more natural than you've ever felt any spell in your entire life, and it doesn't even take a spell slot.
Wow. And you get 13 hit points back.
You want to take a pause? Yeah, let's take a pause.